Hi there. Thank you so much for having interest or having already purchased this circle script monogram Canva template. I'm going to go over how the template's laid out and just some Canva tips and tricks. So first in the template, we have all of the letters grouped as full sets. And then based on user preference, you can also scroll down and use them one by one, just depending on your preferences. So looking at an individual page, we have in the layers tab, we have three of the frames, and then we also have, I've uploaded the outlines, so you can change the color of these outlines, or if you want kind of a more bolder outline look, you can drag them on top. The frames are positioned on the top with the outlines on the bottom. That way when you're dragging and dropping your paper, you don't have to mess with the outline. You can just immediately drag and drop onto the frame itself. So my recommendation in working with these templates and these frames is to have this copy live as your master copy and just copy and paste from it into a new workspace for each project. So we're going to go ahead and copy the A set and we're going to paste it into a new set. So we've pasted our monogram in here and we are going to go ahead and drag and drop the paper of choice, and you can double click into it and resize as needed. And then you can go ahead in the layers panel, and if you want to change the colors of the outline, there you go. And you can also drag them on top for a little bit more of a thicker outline. You can use the default Canva outline. Like if I drag this off and use the default, sometimes Canva gets a little tricky. You can see in this corner, it's kind of making it pointy. Just with how they recognize the files. I've seen it vary across different files I've used. So that is why I included the outline itself here to use. And of course, if you don't want the outline, you can just delete it. One thing to note though, you can fill these with a regular color. However, once you fill it with a color, if you try to delete it, it just deletes the entire letter. So that is something that you want to make note of. Make sure you go back and copy from the master template. So just for another example, we're going to go and grab some alternate letters. So we're going to grab a different one for the left, middle, right, and copy and paste them in here. And you want to make sure when you're grabbing, you grab both the frame itself and the outline. And then let's go and grab like the right E. So they all paste in pretty much where we expect it and where we want it to. And we can resize just a little bit. We'll scoot that C over and that looks pretty much aligned, but we can double check by going into position, arrange, and middle, and it scooch it just a smidge. So now again, we can go ahead and drop our papers in. And there you go. Thank you so much for having interest. And if you have any questions, please send me an email at sales@handmadepiecesco.com. Thank you.